Psalm 119. Psalm 119 verse 1. Blessed are the undefiled in the way, who walk in the law of the Lord. Psalm 119 verse 2. Blessed are they that keep his testimonies, and that seek him with the whole heart. Psalm 119 verse 3. They also do no iniquity, they walk in his ways. Psalm 119 verse 4. Thou hast commanded us to keep thy precepts diligently. Psalm 119 verse 5. Oh, that my ways were directed to keep thy statutes. Psalm 119 verse 6. Then shall I not be ashamed, when I have respect unto all thy commandments. Psalm 119 verse 7. I will praise thee with uprightness of heart, when I shall have learned thy righteous judgments. Psalm 119 verse 8. I will keep thy statutes, O forsake me not utterly. Psalm 119 verse 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. Psalm 119 verse 10. With my whole heart have I sought thee, O let me not wander from thy commandments. Psalm 119 verse 11. Thy word have I hid in mine heart, that I might not sin against thee. Psalm 119 verse 12. Blessed art thou, O Lord, teach me thy statutes. Psalm 119 verse 13. With my lips have I declared all the judgments of thy mouth. Psalm 119 verse 14. I have rejoiced in the way of thy testimonies, as much as in all riches. Psalm 119 verse 15. I will meditate in thy precepts, and have respect unto thy ways. Psalm 119 verse 16. I will delight myself in thy statutes, I will not forget thy word. Psalm 119 verse 17. Deal bountifully with thy servant, that I may live, and keep thy word. Psalm 119 verse 18. Open thou mine eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law. Psalm 119 verse 19. I am a stranger in the earth, hide not thy commandments from me. Psalm 119 verse 20. My soul breaketh for the longing that it hath unto thy judgments at all times. Psalm 119 verse 21. Thou hast rebuked the proud that are cursed, which do err from thy commandments. Psalm 119 verse 22. Remove from me reproach and contempt, for I have kept thy testimonies. Psalm 119 verse 23. Princes also did sit and speak against me, but thy servant did meditate in thy statutes. Psalm 119 verse 24. Thy testimonies also are my delight and my counselors. Psalm 119 verse 25. My soul cleaveth unto the dust, quicken thou me according to thy word. Psalm 119 verse 26. I have declared my ways, and thou heardest me, teach me thy statutes. Psalm 119 verse 27. Make me to understand the way of thy precepts, so shall I talk of thy wondrous works. Psalm 119 verse 28. My soul melteth for heaviness, strengthen thou me according unto thy word. Psalm 119 verse 29. Remove from me the way of lying, and grant me thy law graciously. Psalm 119 verse 30. I have chosen the way of truth, thy judgments have I laid before me. Psalm 119 verse 31. I have stuck unto thy testimonies, O Lord, put me not to shame. Psalm 119 verse 32. I will run the way of thy commandments, when thou shalt enlarge my heart. Psalm 119 verse 33. Teach me, O Lord, the way of thy statutes, and I shall keep it unto the end. Psalm 119 verse 34. Give me understanding, and I shall keep thy law, yea, I shall observe it with my whole heart. Psalm 119 verse 35. Make me to go in the path of thy commandments, for therein do I delight. Psalm 119 verse 36. Incline my heart unto thy testimonies, and not to covetousness. Psalm 119 verse 37. Turn away mine eyes from beholding vanity, and quicken thou me in thy way. Psalm 119 verse 38. Establish thy word unto thy servant, who is devoted to thy fear. Psalm 119 verse 39. Turn away my reproach which I fear, for thy judgments are good. Psalm 119 verse 40. Behold, I have longed after thy precepts, quicken me in thy righteousness. Psalm 119 verse 41. Let thy mercies come also unto me, O Lord, even thy salvation, according to thy word. Psalm 119 verse 42. So shall I have wherewith to answer him that reproacheth me, for I trust in thy word. Psalm 119 verse 43. And take not the word of truth utterly out of my mouth, for I have hoped in thy judgments. Psalm 119 verse 44. So shall I keep thy law continually forever and ever. Psalm 119 verse 45. And I will walk at liberty, for I seek thy precepts. Psalm 119 verse 46. I will speak of thy testimonies also before kings, and will not be ashamed. Psalm 119 verse 47. And I will delight myself in thy commandments, which I have loved. Psalm 119 verse 48. My hands also will I lift up unto thy commandments, which I have loved, and I will meditate in thy statutes. Psalm 119 verse 49. Remember the word unto thy servant, upon which thou hast caused me to hope. Psalm 119 verse 50. This is my comfort in my affliction, for thy word hath quickened me. Psalm 119 verse 51. The proud have had me greatly in derision, yet have I not declined from thy law. Psalm 119 verse 52. I remembered thy judgments of old, O Lord, and have comforted myself. Psalm 119 verse 53. Horror hath taken hold upon me because of the wicked that forsake thy law. Psalm 119 verse 54. Thy statutes have been my songs in the house of my pilgrimage. Psalm 119 verse 55. I have remembered thy name, O Lord, in the night, and have kept thy law. Psalm 119 verse 56. This I had, because I kept thy precepts. Psalm 119 verse 57. Thou art my portion, O Lord, I have said that I would keep thy words. Psalm 119 verse 58. I entreated thy favor with my whole heart, be merciful unto me according to thy word. Psalm 119 verse 59. I thought on my ways, and turned my feet unto thy testimonies. Psalm 119 verse 60. I made haste, and delayed not to keep thy commandments. Psalm 119 verse 61. The bands of the wicked have robbed me, but I have not forgotten thy law. Psalm 119 verse 62. At midnight I will rise to give thanks unto thee because of thy righteous judgments. Psalm 119 verse 63. I am a companion of all them that fear thee, and of them that keep thy precepts. Psalm 119 verse 64. The earth, O Lord, is full of thy mercy, teach me thy statutes. Psalm 119 verse 65. Thou hast dealt well with thy servant, O Lord, according unto thy word. Psalm 119 verse 66. Teach me good judgment and knowledge, for I have believed thy commandments. Psalm 119 verse 67. Before I was afflicted I went astray, but now have I kept thy word. Psalm 119 verse 68. Thou art good, and doest good, teach me thy statutes. Psalm 119 verse 69. The proud have forged a lie against me, but I will keep thy precepts with my whole heart. Psalm 119 verse 70. Their heart is as fat as grease, but I delight in thy law. Psalm 119 verse 71. It is good for me that I have been afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes. Psalm 119 verse 72. The law of thy mouth is better unto me than thousands of gold and silver. Psalm 119 verse 73. Thy hands have made me and fashioned me, give me understanding, that I may learn thy commandments. Psalm 119 verse 74. They that fear thee will be glad when they see me, because I have hoped in thy word. Psalm 119 verse 75. I know, O Lord, that thy judgments are right, and that thou in faithfulness hast afflicted me. Psalm 119 verse 76. Let, I pray thee, thy merciful kindness be for my comfort, according to thy word unto thy servant. Psalm 119 verse 77. Let thy tender mercies come unto me, that I may live, for thy law is my delight. Psalm 119 verse 78. Let the proud be ashamed, for they dealt perversely with me without a cause, but I will meditate in thy precepts. Psalm 119 verse 79. Let those that fear thee turn unto me, and those that have known thy testimonies. Psalm 119 verse 80. Let my heart be sound in thy statutes, that I be not ashamed. Psalm 119 verse 81. My soul fainteth for thy salvation, but I hope in thy word. Psalm 119 verse 82. Mine eyes fail for thy word, saying, when wilt thou comfort me? Psalm 119 verse 83. For I am become like a bottle in the smoke, yet do I not forget thy statutes. Psalm 119 verse 84. How many are the days of thy servant? When wilt thou execute judgment on them that persecute me? Psalm 119 verse 85. The proud have digged pits for me, which are not after thy law. Psalm 119 verse 86. All thy commandments are faithful, they persecute me wrongfully, help thou me. Psalm 119 verse 87. They had almost consumed me upon earth, but I forsook not thy precepts. Psalm 119 verse 88. Quicken me after thy loving kindness, so shall I keep the testimony of thy mouth. Psalm 119 verse 89. Forever, O Lord, thy word is settled in heaven. Psalm 119 verse 90. Thy faithfulness is unto all generations, thou hast established the earth, and it abideth. Psalm 119 verse 91. They continue this day according to thine ordinances, for all are thy servants. Psalm 119 verse 92. Unless thy law had been my delights, I should then have perished in mine affliction. Psalm 119 verse 93. I will never forget thy precepts, for with them thou hast quickened me. Psalm 119 verse 94. I am thine, save me, for I have sought thy precepts. Psalm 119 verse 95. The wicked have waited for me to destroy me, but I will consider thy testimonies. Psalm 119 verse 96. I have seen an end of all perfection, but thy commandment is exceeding broad. Psalm 119 verse 97. Oh, how love I thy law! It is my meditation all the day. Psalm 119 verse 98. Thou through thy commandments hast made me wiser than mine enemies, for they are ever with me. Psalm 119 verse 99. I have more understanding than all my teachers, for thy testimonies are my meditation. Psalm 119 verse 100. I understand more than the ancients, because I keep thy precepts. Psalm 119 verse 101. I have refrained my feet from every evil way, that I might keep thy word. Psalm 119 verse 102. I have not departed from thy judgments, for thou hast taught me. Psalm 119 verse 103. How sweet are thy words unto my taste! Yea, sweeter than honey to my mouth. Psalm 119 verse 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. Psalm 119 verse 105. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. Psalm 119 verse 106. I have sworn, and I will perform it, that I will keep thy righteous judgments. Psalm 119 verse 107. I am afflicted very much, quicken me, O Lord, according unto thy word. Psalm 119 verse 108. Accept, I beseech thee, the freewill offerings of my mouth, O Lord, and teach me thy judgments. Psalm 119 verse 109. My soul is continually in my hand, yet do I not forget thy law. Psalm 119 verse 110. The wicked have laid a snare for me, yet I erred not from thy precepts. Psalm 119 verse 111. Thy testimonies have I taken as an heritage forever, for they are the rejoicing of my heart. Psalm 119 verse 112. I have inclined mine heart to perform thy statutes alway, even unto the end. Psalm 119 verse 113. I hate vain thoughts, but thy law do I love. Psalm 119 verse 114. Thou art my hiding place and my shield, I hope in thy word. Psalm 119 verse 115. Depart from me, ye evildoers, for I will keep the commandments of my God. Psalm 119 verse 116. Uphold me according unto thy word, that I may live, and let me not be ashamed of my hope. Psalm 119 verse 117. Hold thou me up, and I shall be safe, and I will have respect unto thy statutes continually. Psalm 119 verse 118. Thou hast trodden down all them that err from thy statutes, for their deceit is falsehood. Psalm 119 verse 119. Thou puttiest away all the wicked of the earth like dross, therefore I love thy testimonies. Psalm 119 verse 120. My flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments. Psalm 119 verse 121. I have done judgment and justice, leave me not to mine oppressors. Psalm 119 verse 122. Be surety for thy servant for good, let not the proud oppress me. Psalm 119 verse 123. Mine eyes fail for thy salvation, and for the word of thy righteousness. Psalm 119 verse 124. Deal with thy servant according unto thy mercy, and teach me thy statutes. Psalm 119 verse 125. I am thy servant, give me understanding, that I may know thy testimonies. Psalm 119 verse 126. It is time for thee, Lord, to work, for they have made void thy law. Psalm 119 verse 127. Therefore I love thy commandments above gold, yea, above fine gold. Psalm 119 verse 128. Therefore I esteem all thy precepts concerning all things to be right, and I hate every false way. Psalm 119 verse 129. Thy testimonies are wonderful, therefore doth my soul keep them. Psalm 119 verse 130. The entrance of thy words giveth light, it giveth understanding unto the simple. Psalm 119 verse 131. I opened my mouth, and panted, for I longed for thy commandments. Psalm 119 verse 132. Look thou upon me, and be merciful unto me, as thou usest to do unto those that love thy name. Psalm 119 verse 133. Order my steps in thy word, and let not any iniquity have dominion over me. Psalm 119 verse 134. Deliver me from the oppression of man, so will I keep thy precepts. Psalm 119 verse 135. Make thy face to shine upon thy servant, and teach me thy statutes. Psalm 119 verse 136. Rivers of waters run down mine eyes, because they keep not thy law. Psalm 119 verse 137. Righteous art thou, O Lord, and upright are thy judgments. Psalm 119 verse 138. Thy testimonies that thou hast commanded are righteous and very faithful. Psalm 119 verse 139. My zeal hath consumed me, because mine enemies have forgotten thy words. Psalm 119 verse 140. Thy word is very pure, therefore thy servant loveth it. Psalm 119 verse 141. I am small and despised, yet do not I forget thy precepts. Psalm 119 verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Psalm 119 verse 143. Trouble and anguish have taken hold on me, yet thy commandments are my delights. Psalm 119 verse 144. The righteousness of thy testimonies is everlasting. Give me understanding, and I shall live. Psalm 119 verse 145. I cried with my whole heart, hear me, O Lord, I will keep thy statutes. Psalm 119 verse 146. I cried unto thee, save me, and I shall keep thy testimonies. Psalm 119 verse 147. I prevented the dawning of the morning, and cried, I hoped in thy word. Psalm 119 verse 148. Mine eyes prevent the night watches, that I might meditate in thy word. Psalm 119 verse 149. Hear my voice according unto thy loving kindness, O Lord, quicken me according to thy judgment. Psalm 119 verse 150. They draw nigh that follow after mischief, they are far from thy law. Psalm 119 verse 151. Thou art near, O Lord, and all thy commandments are truth. Psalm 119 verse 152. Concerning thy testimonies, I have known of old that thou hast founded them forever. Psalm 119 verse 153. Consider mine affliction, and deliver me, for I do not forget thy law. Psalm 119 verse 154. Plead my cause, and deliver me, quicken me according to thy word. Psalm 119 verse 155. Salvation is far from the wicked, for they seek not thy statutes. Psalm 119 verse 156. Great are thy tender mercies, O Lord, quicken me according to thy judgments. Psalm 119 verse 157. Many are my persecutors and mine enemies, yet do I not decline from thy testimonies. Psalm 119 verse 158. I beheld the transgressors, and was grieved, because they kept not thy word. Psalm 119 verse 159. Consider how I love thy precepts, quicken me, O Lord, according to thy loving kindness. Psalm 119 verse 160. Thy word is true from the beginning, and every one of thy righteous judgments endureth forever. Psalm 119 verse 161. Princes have persecuted me without a cause, but my heart standeth in awe of thy word. Psalm 119 verse 162. I rejoice at thy word, as one that findeth great spoil. Psalm 119 verse 163. I hate and abhor lying, but thy law do I love. Psalm 119 verse 164. 7 times a day do I praise thee because of thy righteous judgments. Psalm 119 verse 165. Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. Psalm 119 verse 166. Lord, I have hoped for thy salvation, and done thy commandments. Psalm 119 verse 167. My soul hath kept thy testimonies, and I love them exceedingly. Psalm 119 verse 168. I have kept thy precepts and thy testimonies, for all my ways are before thee. Psalm 119 verse 169. Let my cry come near before thee, O Lord, give me understanding according to thy word. Psalm 119 verse 170. Let my supplication come before thee, deliver me according to thy word. Psalm 119 verse 171. My lips shall utter praise, when thou hast taught me thy statutes. Psalm 119 verse 172. My tongue shall speak of thy word, for all thy commandments are righteousness. Psalm 119 verse 173. Let thine hand help me, for I have chosen thy precepts. Psalm 119 verse 174. I have longed for thy salvation, O Lord, and thy law is my delight. Psalm 119 verse 175. Let my soul live, and it shall praise thee, and let thy judgments help me. Psalm 119 verse 176. I have gone astray like a lost sheep, seek thy servant, for I do not forget thy commandments. Psalm 91. Psalm 91 verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Psalm 91 verse 2. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. Psalm 91 verse 3. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. Psalm 91 verse 4. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Psalm 91 verse 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fleeth by day. Psalm 91 verse 6. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. Psalm 91 verse 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Psalm 91 verse 8. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Psalm 91 verse 9. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. Psalm 91 verse 10. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Psalm 91 verse 11. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. Psalm 91 verse 12. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Psalm 91 verse 13. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Psalm 91 verse 14. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. Psalm 91 verse 15. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. Psalm 91 verse 16. With long life will I satisfy him, and shew him my salvation. Psalm 23. Psalm 23 verse 1. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Psalm 23 verse 2. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures, he leadeth me beside the still waters. Psalm 23 verse 3. He restoreth my soul, he leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Psalm 23 verse 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff they comfort me. Psalm 23 verse 5. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Psalm 23 verse 6. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Psalm 51. Psalm 51 verse 1. Have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness, according unto the multitude of thy tender mercies blot out my transgressions. Psalm 51 verse 2. Wash me thoroughly from mine iniquity, and cleanse me from my sin. Psalm 51 verse 3. For I acknowledge my transgressions, and my sin is ever before me. Psalm 51 verse 4. Against thee, thee only, have I sinned, and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mightest be justified when thou speakest, and be clear when thou judgest. Psalm 51 verse 5. Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. Psalm 51 verse 6. Behold, thou desirest truth in the inward parts, and in the hidden part thou shalt make me to know wisdom. Psalm 51 verse 7. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean, wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. Psalm 51 verse 8. Make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which thou hast broken may rejoice. Psalm 51 verse 9. Hide thy face from my sins, and blot out all mine iniquities. Psalm 51 verse 10. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Psalm 51 verse 11. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Psalm 51 verse 12. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit. Psalm 51 verse 13. Then will I teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee. Psalm 51 verse 14. Deliver me from blood guiltiness, O God, thou God of my salvation, and my tongue shall sing aloud of thy righteousness. Psalm 51 verse 15. O Lord, open thou my lips, and my mouth shall shew forth thy praise. Psalm 51 verse 16. For thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it, thou delightest not in burnt offering. Psalm 51 verse 17. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart, O God, thou wilt not despise. Psalm 51 verse 18. Do good in thy good pleasure unto Zion, build thou the walls of Jerusalem. Psalm 51 verse 19. Then shalt thou be pleased with the sacrifices of righteousness, with burnt offering and whole burnt offering, then shall they offer bullocks upon thine altar.